Hey everybody, how you doing? Mowers and blowers here. Doing another episode on lawnmower flipping. So another great way of not just finding lawnmowers on the street for free, but I put out an ad on Craigslist saying that okay, well, if you have a bad lawnmower that you're about to throw out, why throw it out and put it on the curb for the dumpster? You know, try to get some money for it. So I told them that you know, if you have a lawnmower that you're about to throw out, I'll give you $10 for it.
Then your destination will be
on the right. So they'll send you a picture and stuff, and you decide whether or not you want it or not, you know, the condition. And so this one was like a push mower with a bag, you know. I said, you know, I'll give you $5 for it. And so the guy was like, okay, I'll leave it on my driveway, just put $5 in my mailbox. And he gave me the address. So the address was, fortunately for me, only like 5 or 10 minutes away. So we're just
your destination is on the right.
Let's take a look at it. There it is. Guy told me he wasn't going to be around, so he was just going to leave it there. Alright, it's just exactly what he said it was. It's a push mower, Murray. Now, sometimes these baggers cost like 20, 40 bucks, so definitely worthwhile. Says it just didn't start. I'm a man of my word. I'm gonna put $5 in his mailbox. Sorry, I'm trying to make this real time here, so just bear with me. Oop. There we go. Where is this mailbox? Oh. Duh. Easy to put in. Alright, I'm just gonna put this in the car, and so I've got the mower back to my house. My cousin Eric told me to film with my video, well, it's my video camera, but it's my phone, you know, in a horizontal way so that it comes out better. We're gonna try it, you know. Anyway, so I brought it back here. You know, as you can see, I've got more mowers right now than I really need, to be honest with you. We're about mid-season through the mowing season, and you know, sales have kind of died down a little bit, but nevertheless, you know, some of these were free, some of them were $5, some of them were $10, and you know, it's worth it. Absolutely worth it. Anyway, so like I said, the bagger's probably worth about $20, and it's in good, you know, decent shape. You know, you move it around and stuff, and it's solid, you know. One of the most common problems is the cable. People usually leave them outside, and so the cables rust, and you always have to at least spend $10, $5 to $10 on a cable on eBay. So this one's good, right? And as a simple basic push mower, you only have the cable assembly and the pull start. It's really nothing to it, you know, so it's easy, an easy fix. This is one of the older Briggs & Stratton carburetor fuel tank setups. There is a primer bulb, as you can see, and looks pretty dirty. This carburetor is actually attached to the fuel tank, so there is no fuel line, if you will, like most Tecumseh or Briggs & Stratton modern ones. And we're gonna look in there, and it's not rusty or anything, but it looks a little gummy for sure. And I see a leaf in there, so I'm gonna have to take this whole thing apart. I'm not even going to triage it in terms of, you know, trying to pull start it, because there's really no point. You got to take this thing apart and at least get the leaf out, you know. And the primer bulb is good and not flaky. It's rubbery, so you're able to push it, you know. I even hear a little bit of fluid in there. Maybe I will try to pull start it. Anyway, I'm going to take that apart, and we will take that bolt, the air cleaner, off, and then the carburetor assembly will be plugged right into this assembly here. We'll have to take off the gas tank too. Hopefully this will be a nice fast flip. Dirty. Yeah, not too bad actually. Some soap and water will get this clean. Soaking it for a little bit and brushing off that. Doesn't look too bad. Throttle adjustment. Linkage. Governor. Just needs to brush that off a little bit. So we got a screw here. Get that off. No, I'm going to lose that. So I removed the linkage to the carburetor throttle assembly. Now the gas tank and the carburetor is free. I removed the gas cap, and let's get the stuff out. There are 4 screws here to remove the carburetor from the gas tank. Before I do that, there's one thing that I do like to do, which is, I think, of good practice, is take like a bristled brush, you know, and while you have everything apart, it's a good opportunity for you to, you know, just brush off the debris, because once you're removing things, especially like the carburetor and stuff, you don't want all that debris getting into your carburetor while you're trying to clean it. So it kind of defeats the purpose if you're trying to clean a carburetor, but at the same time you have all this debris and grime and dust all around the place. Once you clean it, if you don't clean the outer edges and housing assemblies of all these apparati, you're going to recontaminate that area that you just cleaned. So like I'm going to be removing this carburetor here from the, look at all that crap, removing the carburetor from the gas tank. So once I remove it, the purpose is to clean it, right? So you remove it and then all this dust gets back into the gas tank, and it's a lot of extra work for you. So that's how you do it. You just kind of keep it clean. Okay, so I've just cleaned out this little thing with my bristled brush. Doesn't it look a lot better? Yeah. And that area here is much cleaner. Anyway, so I loosened not 4 but 5 bolts to the carburetor, and it there you go. honestly, it looks okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna blast that with carburetor fluid. I'm sorry, not carburetor fluid, carburetor cleaner. And we should be okay. Now, if you wear glasses, as I do, carburetor cleaner is very potent. You get that in your eye, I mean, that's gonna hurt, you know? And also what happens is when you spray, some of that excess carburetor fluid gets into your lenses, gets onto your lenses, and it decays any ultraviolet coating that you have there, you know, transitional coatings, and it completely ruins your lenses, so you're gonna end up spending like a couple $100 getting your lenses fixed. So, oh, look at that grime. There's a lot of grime in there. It's just like brown. You may want to put it onto its side like that and just blast away. You see how potent that is? Carburetor fluid's very strong. Could take paint off. Got to be careful with the gaskets because if you're doing stuff like carburetor gaskets, once carburetor gaskets gets in contact with carburetor cleaner, it just like blows up like a balloon, so you'll never get that gasket to fit again. So you see how I've blasted that? That was brown before. I'm going to try to get the holes too. It looks intact, so I'm not going to remove the gasket unless I have problems later. It's relatively easy to do, but we're just going to clean this area here. It should do a trick. If it doesn't, take it apart again. No big deal. I'm going to blast this stuff too. So we've blasted this entire area, right? The holes. We've cleaned this area here. Over here there's a mesh looking filter that goes there. Usually the crap that was in here will go around there. So you want to kind of make sure, I can't do it with one hand, but you get the picture. You want to get that clean there. Reassembled everything. 100% cleaner, isn't it? So I've reassembled everything. Put some gas in it. Primed it. Let's prime it. Let's see if it. Yep, you saw that? Yeah. Give it a try. See how I can do this with one hand.
A little bit of oil that's built up in the muffler. You just let that burn away.
See how easy that was? You see how easy that was? 5 minutes? 15 minutes maybe, tops? And that guy who sold me his $5 lawnmower, I'm going to put this up for $75 on Craigslist. You know, wash it up a little bit. Easy flip. See you next time on Mowers and Blowers.